So, this commenter wants to know what homeschool is recommended for a kindergartner because she doesn't want to send her child to public school. Now, this question came up on a video that I made outlining why it's so important to do a play based and interest led kindergarten. And I gave some of the best tools and activities that I used with my own kids to keep their kindergarten play based and fun. But I know for a lot of new homeschoolers, just telling you to go out and do educational activities with your kindergartner feels very unstructured, especially if you are brand new to homeschooling and you've never done it before. Those few ideas that I gave probably aren't going to be enough for a whole year of kindergarten. So I made a resource with 46 play-based activities that you can do with your preschooler and or kindergartner to help them build all of the academic skills that they need for that grade without ever having to do a single worksheet. And I'm going to walk you guys through it. So this is the Parent's Guide to a Play-Based Preschool at Home, but this is also perfect for kindergarten if you haven't already done a preschool program with your child. Now, this isn't necessarily a curriculum the way that you would expect a curriculum with daily activities and a scope and sequence and a plan for every day. This is a list of activities that you can pick and choose from that will build those academic skills, but will focus on the child's interests, will focus on play and fun. You can see you have a resource list. This will give you a list of everything you can buy to do each and every activity in the guide, but you do not need to go out and buy all of these things. Many of these activities can be done with things that you already have sitting around your house. And I'll say it again and again, reading is the most important thing that we can do for our kids if we want them to have a quality education, love learning, and be curious and want to explore the world. So here is a great book list. You can read all sorts of books for your kids, but these are great specifically for this age group. And you can get all of them at the library, so you don't have to go out and purchase an entire library's worth of books. And here's a list of nursery rhymes that are traditionally taught to kids at this age and how you can incorporate those into your homeschool. So there's 7 sections of activities here. The first section is my personal favorites that I used with all my kids to help them learn their letter sounds, their numbers, all of their kindergarten skills, early, easy, and completely play-based, including my favorite activity for preschoolers and kindergartners, which is the foam alphabet floor tiles, and I talk about over and over again in all my videos about kindergarten. Each section tells you a little bit about the activity. It tells you what skills your child is learning during the activity, the materials needed, and then step by step how to do the activity. I want to take a moment and talk about the skills highlighted. So if you homeschool through a charter school, or if you have a state where you have to report your homeschooling efforts, this skills highlight is going to tell you exactly what they were practicing during this activity, which makes it very easy for you to report this to whatever entity you have to report to. The next section is creative expression. All of these activities are practicing specific skills that your child will need as they move through the grades. We also have a big section of early literacy. All of these activities are going to build literacy in your child in all the domains that need to be covered so that they can move forward with the skills they need and confidence without ever being bored. The next section is early math skills. These are so important for our kids because we're doing more than just counting. We're doing things that they cannot learn with a worksheet, specifically sorting and classifying, comparing, but we're also working on flexible thinking, problem solving, planning, attention. They're learning their numbers. They're starting basic addition. There are 8 specific activities in here, and these activities can be used over and over again with different themes so that nothing ever gets boring. And one of the most important things we want to be doing at this age is building fine motor skills. We don't want to be doing that by having our child practice handwriting because developmentally, the little bones in their hands are not developed enough to be able to grasp and control a writing implement. So these are all different activities that we can use that are going to be practicing and using those fine motor skills and building up those muscles so when their development catches up, they're ready to start writing. So kids learn to form their letters and link those letters together and make sentences very easily. What is difficult for most kids is the ability to take thoughts in their head, organize them into a story or a pattern, and then put them on paper. If we have used imaginative play and drama early on, they are already used to creating and verbalizing stories and thoughts. So when it comes time to write them down, we have given them a huge leg up in their writing. Outdoor and nature play is so important to get our kids out into nature, to encourage their curiosity, to encourage their observation skills. And so here are just some great activities that you can use. All of these activities are very easy to set up, do, and then put away. So even though a curriculum can help you as the parent feel better, oftentimes it gets in the way of that interest-led play-based homeschooling. So instead of buying a curriculum, I recommend you take that same money, invest it in activities for your kids, and pick one activity a day and do it. Now, if you're interested in that resource, it is available only in my membership, which is a free homeschool coaching membership, and you can find that in the link in my bio.